Hey guys, quick video today just to show you the Solo Stove Lite that I got. I'm a big fan of it, so I thought I'd just share a quick burn with you. Okay, so to get this going, I start off with a cotton ball with some Vaseline in it. Put that in there. Then just start throwing in some basic twigs. And then always some bigger pieces. Let those catch. Can see how it starts off pretty smoky. Eventually the wood gasifier will kick in and clean up the burn. Now that I've got a decent burn going in there, putting some bigger pieces. Now that it looks like it's starting to go, put the cap back on. There we go, getting a really nice burn now. One thing I really love about this stove is that it's not all that fussy. It really takes a lot of different types of wood. While the bigger pieces were definitely drier, the little tinder that I used to begin with was pretty wet. In fact, I still saw water boiling out of some of the smaller sticks. But it gets a lot of heat in that little canister and dries everything out and burns quite nicely. Got some water on there. I don't really measure it so much. I just pour some in, heat it up, pour it out, and have some coffee or tea. I also purchased and have carried the wind block that comes with this. It's a screen that goes around the base of it or around the sides of it. I haven't really found it that necessary. The heat coming off of it is really good. It's about, gosh, probably 30 degrees right now. I'll check and post it in the notes to be sure, but I've used this in many different temperatures and many different conditions. I mean, not gale conditions, but every time it's lit up quite nicely and given me a good burn, enough to boil water. Feed it a couple more little sticks. Not sure it needs it, but always better to add it. And if you can tell, these are just ground twigs that fell off of trees. Well, it's starting to boil. Not sure if you can see that. Well, we look to have a rolling boil, and that's good enough for my tea. Take it off the heat. As you can see, there's an ample amount of flame there. If I had more water, again, you can just keep throwing little bits in. You know, I haven't been able to maintain this Solo Stove Lite for an extensive period of time, but I have consistently boiled a few cups of water and had ample heat afterwards. Don't know if it's the best tool for cooking large meals, but for having a cup of coffee or reheating a dry package meal, it works phenomenally well. Well, as you can see, the coals have burned down to some pretty good embers. You know, at this point, my tea's done. Got my hot water, and overall pretty pleased with it. So generally what I do is just knock off the top, let it cool, knock it over, dump out the embers, and then I'll just clean those up later. So yeah, there's the Solo Stove Lite. Highly recommend it for a beginner like me. It is a great piece of kit to have in my backpack. Well, Hildy, ready to go find something else to do? Good girl. Good girl.